Move now.
Baby, get out of here.
Don't wear no shoes in my house. You look like a little baby like 6 years ago.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Yeah.
His 2014 shot, like his picture of his face.
Yeah. I saw that on Vault.
Why does that actually look like you though?
That does not. I have way more hair.
It don't matter. You still look like him. Why? Tell me why it looks exactly like you.
Cause I'm a Crip. I'm a big Crip. Straight up on the edges, I'm a big Crip.
The only thing you are is a 2K.
A 2K player. I'm a player on your mom. You're silent. You're silent. You're like, I don't know how to come back.
I'm silent about what?
You don't know how to make a comeback. You're like, let me think. You're gay.
Bro, shut up. You look like James Harden without a beard.
Richer than you.
Trash. Get out of here.
Then you got the blues and the bounce. I'm a go.
You look like a fat Flight Reacts.
You look like a fat Mike. Oh my gosh. You look like a fat Mike.
You look like Peter from freaking Family Guy.
Bro, you look like Fat Bob.
Yeah, that makes no sense though.
Yeah.
Bro, you look like Tyler the Creator with bigger ears.
Yeah. You look like Mickey Mouse. And freaking wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay. You look like Mickey Mouse and your dad had a baby. Hey,
you know what my dad looks like?
Yes, he looks like me.
You look like, bro, my god. You look like freaking like, well, I don't know. So you look like Antonio Brown and Joakim Noah had a baby.
You look like Ronnie 2K and freaking LeBron James had a baby, but broke.
Oh my god.
This made me feel like I would never.
You look like Oprah Payton.
Bruh.
Let me get out of here. You look like Oprah Payton.
Bruh, you look like broke boy 420s. Bruh, stop talking.
Oh, what?
You can barely afford food and you're still overweight.
Bro, shut up, bro. You literally look like Nikola Jokic and Andre Drummond.
You literally look like freaking. You look like Fat Joe. Stop talking.
You look like Patrick Beverly. Like cracked out and bald.
Oh gosh, you look like Jay-Z, but fat.
Yo, what? You get out here looking like JJ Redick.
Yeah.
Hey, you're black. How?
You need some eating. You need some new eating habits.
You're the one that looks like Zion with no muscle.
Bruh, I look like your dad, cause I am. Green beans.
Like Kevin Knox.
I look like I was going your mom last night.
What?
Yeah, you better be saying what, cause that's how you were born, son.
Nah, bro, you got a LeBron James hairline.
Bro, I have a better hairline than yours. Yours is hiding under that hair, bro. Stop talking, white boy. Stop it, white boy. Please.
I don't care about my hairline. My hairline.
It's non-existent.
Yup, let's get it.
No. Get glitchy with a YouTube. You already know YouTube.
Literally, bro, I'm not even joking. You look like Buddy Hill with some nasty teeth.
I told you, YouTube, I made the best build on 2K.
You look like my 600-pound life.
I look like your dad.
If it had like you're the show. Just you.
You look like my 600 pounds.
You look like but you're 2 times bigger. My 600-pound life. Have a baby. That will make you.
Green bean.
Nice, bro.
Come on, give me another green bean. Yes, sir. I have more points than the whole other team. Let's go. This is why you make the glitchy offensive threat, YouTube. And if you want to make a center, pick the glitchy offensive threat, but as a center, which is an interior force.
Okay, bro.
These are normal dribble packages.
Tell me why you look like... Well, you look like Eminem, bro. You look like Eminem, like right before he like you look like Eminem when he still had his hair dyed, but he was like got old. Like,
I look like I'm better than you.
You look like Gilbert Arenas.
Come on. You look like Shaq, but fatter. Like 2 times his weight.
It's getting bad when you look like Gilbert.
It's getting bad when you look like Shaq, but you weigh 2 times more than him with no muscle.
You know what? You're freaking Megan from Family Guy.
Bruh. I cannot lie. You're like Steve, bruh.
What?
Yeah.
You look like a fat Wiz Khalifa.
Yo, you look like that freaking burger boy.
Fat burger boy.
Bro, you look like Keenan. You look like Keenan from Keenan and Kel. Or whatever it was, Kel, I mean. Yeah, you look like Kel, bro. You look like Kel, but you're eating a sandwich right now. Stop talking, bum. But you're probably the guy that stands in front of the store. No, like you're in front of the store, and you're like, "Welcome to the Good Burger." Yeah, it's a Good Burger. Can I get your order, please? And you're like, and then they give you the, they give you the food.
That's my movie. Welcome to Good Burger, home with a Good Burger, man. It's a good, but you look like Manute Bowl.
And then you're about to give them a burger. Like they give you the burger, and you're about to give it to them, and you just chomp it up in like less than a second. And you're like, yeah, it's so tasty.
Yeah, your funny thing is, bro, I don't even like sandwiches like that.
And then they're like, give us our money back.
What?
And then you're like, what? I dropped it on the floor.
What? Are you good?
Oh my god. Oh, I love chicken sandwiches.
Oh my gosh, you look like Greg Oden. And Bobo had a baby.
I look like your dad, Mom.
Look like Enos Cantor with a big forehead.
It's Enos Cantor, dumb kid. You look like Julius Randle and Robert Covington had a baby.
You look like Enos Cantor. Shut up, bro.
Shut up, bum. You look like one of those food test review people on YouTube, fatty.
Hit it, then hit it. You look like you're the type of guy to make an ASMR video about eating freaking mac and cheese.
You're the type of guy to make a mukbang eating freaking 10 chicken sandwiches and 1,000 chicken nuggets for a challenge. Stop talking, bum.
You're the type of guy to do a 10,000 calorie sit down challenge, bro.
You're the type of guy to do a 1 million calories in 1 day challenge. Stop talking.
You're the type of guy to like make yourself look like a Ken doll and like get plastic surgery and spend like a couple $100,000 off of that.
You're the type of guy to eat the Ken doll.
You look like 6'9".
You're like the type of guy to you're like the type of guy to slurp on 6'9". Stop talking, bum.
Yo, what? You're the type of guy to make a gay comment about a 12-year-old.
You're the guy that will literally slurp on anyone.
You're crazy. You look like I'm Dante.
Feel like I would try again. You're like I'm Dante, but 2 times more weight, and then you add freaking a whole big chungus.
Yo, what?
Oh, white Mike Big Chungus.
You're retarded.
You look like a triple black back crack.
I'm good. Bro, I look like handsome Squidward.
You
I don't
look
know
like
what you're talking about.
You look like a rotten banana. Stop talking.
You're crazy. Bro, you look like Jaylen Brown. That's crazy.
I look like your dad. Again.
That's great, bro. It's great. Like, I swear, you're the type of person to have the wife. Like, your wife be stronger than you and, like, defend you.
You're the type of guy to go ballistic on freaking 6'9".
You look like Lester from GTA 5.
You look like Molester from GTA 5. Stop talking, bum.
It's not a thing, though.
Yes, sir.
You look like that fat guy, Casey. And you blaming his parents for all the food that be getting distributed to your mouth.
You're the type of guy to eat the whole...
yeah, I'm gonna eat my food.
You're the type of guy to eat all the ice cream. You're the type of guy to eat all the ice cream in the fridge and be like, my sibling ate it.
You're not funny.
Bro, you're about to be like, oh shoot, let me eat the whole thing. You're like, oh, I'm about to eat this whole entire ice cream thing, a container, and I'm about to go crazy on it. I'm about to go ham and everything, and be like, my sister ate it. And then my parents are gonna be like, what? Charlie would never eat the whole ice cream container. He's only 800 pounds.
You look like Meek Mill.
Bruh, okay, I look rich.
Not good. Oh, yeah. So Meek Mill when he was in prison. That's who you look like.
I look like I went in prison for going ballistic on your mom.
Yeah, you went to prison for doing a lot of meth and leaving your meth scrap on the dang streets. You went to jail for pooping in the freaking streets.
You went for jail to try to eat the cigarette. You try to eat this. No, you try to.
You wouldn't go for jail for that.
Yeah, you did. You went to jail and freaking death, bruh. Yeah, whatever. That sounded dumb. Hey, yeah.
What? You look like Doris.
His dad unplugged the freaking internet.
Bro, you look like Danny DeVito and Joakim Noah.
You look like Fat Joe plus Dr. Phil and freaking Fat Mario had a baby. Stop talking.
Yo, what?
Yeah, no response.
That's just not true.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know where this is going.
That's just not true, though. You're saying stuff that's not true. Man.
Just smoke till I run my... Got out the mud.
You look like Russell Westbrook turtle looking self.
I look like Russell Westbrook? Bad.
I'm about to go pee. Dang,
yeah,
bro.
Go do that on your face like you always do. Mister, I have no hygiene. I don't put on freaking... Wait, no, I didn't sell cocaine.
I thought you said cocaine.
No.
I'm like,
This man is really out of his... I know.
Jeez.
Like you Steezo or something? Got out the mud. Nothing you can tell. And I just, I'll show you what. Hey, you need the cool a lot. That's right.
I'm gonna go with the IP Masquerade Award.
Bye. Yo, you have no hygiene. Hello? You literally have no hygiene. You don't even put shampoo on. You're like, you know that one time, and when you put on shampoo and you just feel like your hair's so good, and you just feel like you're a snack. Yeah, don't try to act like you don't remember saying that.
That's crazy. That's crazy how I got home from a 3-hour drive after quizzing for 3 hours and going back to the place for 3 hours. That's crazy, and I still look better than you.
Don't try to act like you didn't, bruh. Don't try to act like you didn't say that. Don't try to act like you didn't say that, though. You have no hygiene. You said you don't even put on shampoo. You're like, you know that one time you put on shampoo?
Did I say that?
No, you're like, and you said you have dandruff all over your hair until you put on shampoo and lice.
No, that was when I was like 9, and I was like, oh
nah, capper.
I was like 9 years old, and I like put on some shampoo. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No. Oh my god. Oh, the man has no hygiene and he's fat. Come on, at least have something good going on. No, no good looks. Just fat.
Yo.
Yeah.
Shut up with your big nose looking self.
But yeah, you look like Cheeseaholic.
You look like Greg Popovich and Tim Duncan.
Bruh, stop it, bruh. Oh my god. You look like freaking... Oh, you look like John Henson and Larry Nance had a baby.
Oh my god, you're funny.
Was I laughing? Shut up, bum.
It's not funny. You look like Lonzo Ball. Bro, you look like LeVar Ball. A fat LeVar Ball.
Ankle breaker, and I missed, of course.
Yeah.
Shut up, bum. That's why you can't see your feet when you stand up.
That's why I'll destroy you.
Yeah, that's why I'll break your ankles. Oh yeah, you already slapped them. Stop talking, bum.
That's why you just wouldn't.
Oh my god.
That's why you're in a wheelchair. You're fat, Mom.
I hate Yu-Gi-Oh right
Yes, Mom. That's why you're always online. You can't move out and you're just like strolling your thing.
Little weirdo.
Of course.
Fatty. I can't believe I overfed you like that.
Overfed me? Now you want some gay crap, bro?
How's that gay? To say I'm your father that fed you?
No, that's pretty weird. Like, another man feeding you, that's weird.
Oh, it's so weird for your dad to get you food.
Are you my dad?
Yes.
You're not my dad.
I caught you on stream calling me dad. Don't lie.
Working life.
Yeah,
This is so
yeah.
dumb. Did this guy for real just freaking...
Exactly. Slim and tall, unlike you. You're fat and chubby. And you're very short.
You're fat and chubby. You're tall and fat.
I'm tall and skinny, and you're fat and chubby. Freaking 4'11".
Like Tracy McGrady right now.
4'11", 189 pounds. Now that's tough.
You look like a Popeye's chicken sandwich. How you built?
Bruh, you eat those all day. Stop talking, bum.
You eat those all day, don't gang bum.
Yeah,
Get
you have no
outta
response.
here.
You have no response. So you're saying that. Shut up, bum.
Yo, shut up, man. Get out of here.
You're like Chick-fil-A all day.
Chick-fil-A.
You're like Chick-fil-A takes day.
No.
And you're like, my hairline stink. My feet be looking like I was from the sewers. I'll be looking like I drank some soda and I was a crackhead after. When I was a crackhead before, I'm a stupid looking head kid, but I'll be looking like a crackhead looking. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yo, give me the ball, give me the ball.
What the heck was that?
That was you when you're 90.
What? No, what was that? What was that? What did I just hear?
I'm a crackhead looking kid. I just bought some soda and some pills. I'm looking like a crackhead. Wait, hold on. I drank some sodas, right? Oh. Dang, I popped a few pills. Your hairline ain't shrink.
When I you look like?
Yo, you wanna know who you look like?
You look like Joe Weller.
You look like a rat.
Oof.
Rats are pretty cool, bro.
From Cat in the Hat.
Aw. Looks like a shark that has no teeth.
You're the type of guy that falls on the floor after running. You're the type of guy to you're the type of guy to fall on the floor after running a mile. Stop talking.
You're the type of guy to catch frog. Oh no.
I love how nobody was laughing. You're so funny, bruh.
Bro, you built like a frog.
Yo, so funny.
Yeah, it is. I'm having a great time.
Bruh, you're built like a Snicker bar. You are what you eat. Stop talking.
You built like, oh my god, bro. You built like a deep.
Lou Williams. Hold on. I'm about to make a ball hawk, even though I'm not gonna use it or upgrade it. Or a pure playmaker is pretty good.
Yeah.
Big boy 15 badges.
Bro.
The rest are...
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I got a few ops on me.
That's crazy.
How's it crazy?
You crazy.
Bro, it's not funny. I have a few ops on me and you're trying to laugh about it? Shut up.
You have a few what?
Ops. You probably don't even know what that means, so I'm not even gonna say it.
You got a few jelly rolls on you?
See, you don't even know nothing. You don't know how it is out here.
I said. You gotta pronounce it.
You don't know how it is out here, blood.
Maybe you should start speaking. Like,
shut up, blood. Stop talking, blood.
I'm not a blood. I'm not a crip, bro. I'm Charlie, dang.
Shut up, Charlie, blood. Talking about blood gang on me. I don't play around, blood.
Say what?
I don't play around, blood.
You look like Chris Middleton. You look like Steven Adams.
Shut up, blood.
And Clint Capella. Oh no. Get the heck away, dude.
Who are you talking to?
We're gonna go for game after.
There's a guy in your room trying to get on you. You're like, let's do it back like how we did it yesterday night. And you're like... No, you're like, not on the mic, not on the mic. Get away from me.
Romulus, bye-bye.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good. Very better than you at 2K. I love how you're always in the party, but not even doing anything.
It's magic.
Did I say how? No, shit, bam.
Yeah, I'm a faggy.
What is with this crazy music? Come on, I didn't get it. Oh!
What happened? Did you break a shot?
I broke someone's ankles and then break the shot.
You broke someone's ankles and then you
someone's.
broke a shot. That looks like some good.
Yo, look at my stream. Whoa!
My name is Charlie.
And he's very fat.
No! Got it all wrong.
Charlie is very stupid. Charlie ate a Big Mac for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You look like you faggot. You.
So funny. You're just too funny, man. How can I cope with this funniness?
Yeah, let me make a joke.
Huh?
I'm gonna make a joke, right? Cause I'm a funny guy. 76ers, more like 75ers.
Just insanely funny.
Yeah, I got you another one, bro. Trailblazers. More like Daleblazers.
Hey, you're just so funny, man.
Yeah, I know, but hey, I got you another one. The crop is disgusting. I'm not freaking watching that.
You always make me feel like
I bet you gay.
Alright, I'll play park stream. There's one person viewing, but YouTube.
No, you stream on PS4.
Yeah, and that's YouTube, dumb kid.
Hold up, I don't know if they have it where they can hear me, cause I'm about to.
Oh no, that sounds weird if I was talking to myself.
Talking to what, bro?
Yo. Playmaker. Playmaking shot creator. I'm upping on my play shot.
Yo.
Yeah, son?
Do you know how to make it where people can hear you in the live stream? I don't know if they can already hear me though.
I hope they can.
Then your hoax will be over, bro.
I really need you like you need you. Almost made me feel like I would never.
So I'm for real gonna expose you.
On what, huh? Being your dad? I know.
Are you good, bro?
I've been your dad for a while.
Yo.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
made me feel like I would never try again. But when I saw you, I felt something I never felt. Come close,
stop
I
it,
give you
stop
all
it,
my
stop
love.
it.
If you treat me right, baby, I give you anything.
Can you shut your mouth, please?
Why? That song's the best song on the whole planet right now.
You really need to
talk to me. Do you need me like I need you?
Yo. Wait, are they typing in the chat? The one person that's there.
You like I... No.
You can hear me.
Talk to me. They're not viewing anymore.
Oh my god. You are gay, you're gay, 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 gay. What am I doing? Oh my god. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar bill, dollar bill. Hey yo, bro. Do you know what the best thing ever on the earth is? I don't know if you forgot, but chocolate milk.
No, you weird 5-year-old kid.
Oh my god, are you good? I don't care what no one says.
You're like 5, bruh.
Listen, if I'm 80,000 years old, I'm drinking chocolate milk and it's still not gonna be my favorite.
Dang, one weird kid. Didn't your mom tell you you're very special?
My mom said, that my name's Charlie, and your mom said,
she said you're very special.
No, that's what happens every time you like go to a new school. They're like, okay, like before you walk in, the teacher's like, okay, kids, this kid is very special. You have to treat him differently because he's mentally retarded. I didn't want to throw any words out there, but he's retarded. He's mentally stunted in the head. Racism isn't even a thing.
You're right.
There's only one race of humans, and it's the human race.
Did you just say racism? Racism isn't a thing?
Color of skin isn't a race. You're still a human. The race is the human.
You're very dumb.
If you want to get technical.
You're very dumb. You know
prove me
skin?
wrong.
You know what skin, like racial skin?
That's not... Yeah, but it's racism as in your race.
And your race is like your country, or you're from, or it could also mean you're human,
No,
what you just said. It could also mean what you just said, human. There's multiple meanings. Human race, and then there's a race. There's an actual race, like what you actually are. What culture you are
is a human.
But did you just say there's no such thing as racism? So if you're like, screw you because you're black, I hate you. And then you go up to a white person, I love you because you're white. You're amazing. White people are the best. Even though I don't know both of you, that black person weird. I hate black people. Is that racism?
Well, it's not racism. It's just going against someone because of their color of their skin. But it's
which
not
is
called
racism. That is the exact definition of racism.
Yeah.
What are you arguing?
Yeah, but they take racism out of context.
He just said there's no such thing as racism.
Well, put him on the mic. He actually understands stuff.
My brother just said you're an idiot.
If there's no such thing as racism, we wouldn't have a thing called civil rights.
Civil rights, exactly.
If racism didn't exist, then World War II didn't happen.
Thank you.
There's
that has nothing to do
by
with it.
far, that was the most retarded argument that I've ever heard.
I know, he's some dumb kid.
I mean,
he's probably
just
him on the
mic. Just like,
no, he's trying to say some like dumb smart boy stuff.
You can't argue those. Those are just the two biggest things in history that are just like you learn in school.
Slaves isn't racism.
I'll go and prove him wrong right now.
He doesn't want to argue it's from 12-year-old kid.
It's not like Martin Luther King got shot or anything, or you know,
exactly.
How we have people literally.
It's not like Malcolm X
daily. Like, you know, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing happened to Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. or anyone, like or Abraham Lincoln.
It's not like the Jews got shot and murdered in Auschwitz.
Yeah, it's not like 6 million Jews got killed.
Like, clearly, like,
but
clearly
that's
not
racism is.
Clearly. It's not like freaking I have people who are suffering right now or anything.
It's not like there was no such thing as segregation.
But that's not what racism is. Racism
Did you just say segregation wasn't racist? Okay, you can believe it.
Taken out of context.
You can believe it's taken out of context.
A race is not the color of your skin.
Like, okay, that's fine.
Did you just say race doesn't mean anything about your color of skin, or?
A race is what you are. We're the human race.
Exactly, and some people are African, American, Jamaican. So what are you talking about? That's a race.
That's not a different race. That's a different country that you were just born.
That's a race.
Like, if you type in the word segregation on Google, the first word that shows up is racial segregation.
Search up search up race.
Word.
When you search up segregation, it says racial segregation. Racial. Even when you search up segregation.
Just the word itself.
But they take that out of context.
Like,
how do you take racism out of context?
You can't.
Because racism is a thing.
You can. I mean, like,
how are you saying racism is? I know what you're trying to say.
To say it doesn't exist is a flat out lie, and you should apologize for that immediately.
Like, I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to be a loudmouth, but it sounds dumb.
No. Going against people because the color of their skin is something.
He's saying like
but that's not
we have a human race, and that's what we are.
It shouldn't be called racism.
Okay, and I'm telling you bluntly that humans have very different
races.
Colors not every human's the same.
Exactly, not every human's the same.
Otherwise, we would all be one unanimous unit.
Take this for example, a turtle. Not every turtle's the same. Not every dolphin is the same. Not every shark is the same.
Exactly.
That we were all created different.
But they're the same thing. We don't call them races.
Size is different.
We call them sharks.
I can even quote Jesus to say that there were certain aspects that he took longer on for specific people.
We call them different sharks, though.
Like,
so what are you saying?
We're all a human race, but we come in multiple different sizes.
We come
packages.
Exactly.
Like, your argument has completely gone out the window, and I'm not going to even
but what do we always call them?
Because you sound retarded.
Like, you're very dumb.
Like, no offense to you, if that's your opinion,
a freshwater shark.
Please know that your opinion is objectively wrong.
And there's black people and white people. Why do you think we're called that?
Like, people didn't just randomly
just come up with that, and there was no such thing as slavery. We didn't just randomly come up with that. Like, let's just have slavery. There's something called racism. There's something called. There's black people and white people. Dang.
But racism.
I mean,
if you're saying there's no such thing as racism, you're dumb.
Like, I'm pretty sure you could ask
no, what I'm saying is there is a thing of people going against other people because they're black.
Or different skin colors.
There's different skin colors.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that there's no such thing as being racist. It shouldn't be called racist.
What do you mean it shouldn't be called racist? There's a thing called a race. Oh my god, bruh. You're the dumb.
We're the same race.
12. He's some dumb kid.
So I hope you're not doing drugs, and I hope your parents care.
Oh, how about this? If we're...
That's just not okay, because...
Yo, what's good, Vault?
Jokingly, I don't care.
It's not funny,
like,
yeah.
Even, I know racist
like, how are you saying there's no such thing as racism?
Like, I've met racist people. I've never heard a racist person that I've met say there's no such thing as racism.
Alright, whatever. Let's just stop arguing about it.
Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. I'm gonna prove you right here. So, the first person on the planet.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
A random person born in some other part of the earth.
Bro.
That would be another race.
There was even slavery in BCE.
There's
Are
one
you
thing.
dumb?
The first man.
Empire.
And that's
even
one
in
race that ever
BCE.
comes. That makes no sense. That makes sense.
Even before Common Era, there was racism. You're a crackhead.
No, listen to this. The reason there's no race, listen, there is a thing of people going against other people because of their skin color, but it shouldn't be called racism.
But you just said there's no race now. What the heck?
I never said there was no race. There is a race.
You just said no. There's no race, and
well, I was mistaken. I didn't mean to say that.
Don't need to contradict him anymore. He's already lost.
This kid's crazy. I know.
Like, once I inserted my effort.
I know what you're trying to say, but it sounds dumb.
What you're saying is incorrect.
You're trying to say that there's only one human race, but it's dumb.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
It's like saying, let me summarize this argument in one word. That's like saying religion doesn't exist either.
Exactly, it's like saying religion doesn't exist.
It's like we all believe in one thing. Clearly we don't.
Like, we don't have all the same religions, and we don't have all the same skin colors or same racial. Like, we're not all American. There's Asians, Americans.
If everyone had the same religion, we wouldn't even be. There wouldn't need to be a thing to make countries different either. We wouldn't have to be North America, Europe, and all.
Exactly, we didn't.
We would just be one large country.
And then he comes up with the most random stuff to say. Hey, listen to this. Listen.
No, listen, you just used the animal argument, you flame. And if you're gonna use that argument, that literally contradicts what you just said. Because, the freshwater shark, look, the African American. You're contradicting yourself every single time you speak.
So,
stop contradicting yourself.
Hold up, please tell me how in the world is there no such thing as racism?
So, there's a thing of other people going against other people because they're black or white, right? But it shouldn't be called racism. Because our race is us being humans. It's the human race. We are humans. That's the whole race. But we just have different skin colors. And also one argument is, so the very first man on the earth, right? You listening?
I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to finish speaking.
The first human on the earth. If it's the first human on the earth, that's one race. Right there. That with all these other people making all these other babies, it come from one man, one race, and unless races just changed for no dang reason, then what is the first man on earth? What's the first man on earth? Tell me. No.
Alright, I'm going to ask you 2 questions before I give you an answer. Are you religious?
Yeah.
So you do believe in Christ, right?
Yep.
Okay. Second question. How dedicated are you to your Bible? On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being you read it religiously every day, at least 3 chapters a day. And 1 being like, I've never even opened a Bible in my life.
Well, we all underperform in that, so I'll only give myself a 5.
A 5.
I do learn chapters.
All right. So you'll recall in Genesis that Jesus created Adam and Eve, correct? Mm-hmm. So this is these are human beings. You could your argument is that that's human race, but by that same argument, by us being all one human race, and ignoring skin color entirely, just for the sake of your argument for now, that would also go and take into account that, hey, male and female, because a male came from a female came from a male's technically female. It doesn't make sense, does it? Just answer yes or no to this question. I'll explain later. So does that make a male female? If female is supposed to be reproduced from male.
What's your argument? I don't understand what the argument.
Well, I want an answer to I want an answer to the question though. If a boy is reproduced from their mother, a woman, does that make that male a man, female? It's just yes or no, in your opinion. Do you think that a guy is a girl, basically, if a girl gave birth to a guy?
No.
Okay, good. So then
a guy is not a girl.
Correct. Which goes into the account that there's different denominations and different types of people. Now, Adam and Eve, from what we know, we have no factual proof of any race or specific denomination. All we know is that they were dedicated to Christ until they committed their sin, which was when they ate the fruit from the Garden of Eden. Correct? So they fell from grace, reproduced, their children reproduced, lots of other stuff happened around the world, eventually leading to the point of Noah's Ark, and basically the world being kind of reset in a way, but not entirely, because sin doesn't just disappear. Whatever happens, and it stays like that. Now, as the world's reproducing and basically starting anew before sin pollutes it once again, many different types of groups of people are growing, different cultures, different skin colors, and not just because like, oh, it came up from all one man, because technically we're all Adam and Eve's children. We're stuck in this damn sinful world. But by that same logic, to say that there's only one human race, you're right that there's only one human race and being. There's no neo-human, hopefully, but we all have different colors of skin. We all have different colors of genes. We have different DNA. We have different traits in each and every single one of us. So yeah, we're all a human race, but we have different characteristics that define us. They were categorized later. So that's why there's racial groups like Asian, African American, white, Hispanic, etc., etc. So now that brings into account how you said there was no such thing as racism. We're all one human body. At least at the very wording, as minimally as incorrect as that statement is to me, opinionally, subjectively, objectively, you have to look at it as us. We're all one human race. We're all connected to each other by this world. But we all have different denominations. We don't all believe in the same religion. We don't have the same political view. We have very different characteristics that each define us as individual people, because if we weren't individual people, we wouldn't be in this world in the first place, going back to biblically.
Okay, so, but do you think it should be called do you think it should be called racism?
I mean, the definition of racism is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone of a different race based on the belief that their own race is superior.
But a race is something else.
A race, according to...
This is your skin color, and this is your race.
A race is a grouping of humans based on shared or physical or social qualities into categories generally viewed as distinct by society. For example, by different race. Usually, black people tend to have either generally black hair and brown, black, or green eyes in some situations. Black hair, black, brown, or green eyes in most situations, if not, yeah, always. White people, for example, tend to typically have blonde hair, blue eyes, or black eyes. Brown hair, blonde, brunette, You get the gist.
Brown and brown.
Okay, you get the gist. But that's still a distinction. So we're still the human. Yeah, it's a distinction, which is why there's different racial groups.
Then should it be called distinctionism? Like,
it wouldn't be called distinctionism, because distinctionism would be a way of basically saying that anything that's different is bad. Because when you're finding the distinctions between things, you're finding differences. But
well, yeah, wouldn't that be the same thing of what you call racism right now?
Racism currently is when one person sees their race or another race as superior to another, as we read in that previous definition.
So wouldn't that be the same thing as distinctionism?
Because
basically,
the reason why that wouldn't be the case is because distinction is just finding differences. Racism
that's exactly what racism right now.
Racism is
You're
saying
black,
racism points out one difference or characteristics of that difference and tries to put one on a different pedestal. We have a word for that. That's called dehumanization. Dehumanization is something that it's a word that many people don't use now, but it's still very prevalent because it's an aspect that can be applied in racism. It affects both people, the person that's being the offender and the person that's being the victim, basically. Dehumanization. And it's very prevalent in different aspects on whatever you can apply it to.
Well, also, the reason people turn black is because they were in the sun and their skin kept getting darker and darker the more they had babies.
In such cases, though, distinctions were made as their ethnic groups diverged. And even in such cases, even as we think back at it and we try to ignore the biblical and cultural changes that were much different then compared to how you would view it now, I'm telling you bluntly right now, if we went back if we compare this time to biblical times, genetics probably worked differently. We probably know this already. Genetics likely worked differently. Many different things work differently. It's even rumored that when Adam and Eve were born, they were way taller than most people are now. The tallest human to probably ever live was maybe 8, 9, 10 feet, something like that. Adam and Eve were giants, according to 9 foot tall. Adam and Eve were giants. And Jesus was someone that they looked up to Jesus. So Jesus could probably be taller than them, or he could be taller than them if he wanted to.
What's good, exotic?
What's that have to do with anything?
I'm saying when you look at it in context with everything, that's still a distinction. Right. But just because that's a difference doesn't make it racism. It's the way how that difference is looked at and interpreted by each individual person and the context of what it's being used in.
What?
So now look at everything that I've mentioned to you. I've mentioned how biblically there's been many cultural changes over time, and to the point where if each and every one didn't exist or happen, we wouldn't be a human race, correct? As the time has progressed, we've each grown to have different distinctions in our bodies. Are these distinctions bad? Of course not, because you're not hearing me bash you for being someone that has a specific tone of characteristic or something like that, correct? I'm not bashing you. But like, to say racism isn't a thing, or to say that the word itself is incorrect or in this current time era is completely wrong, and it completely goes against not only what biblically what that teaches us, not just society fundamentals, but it goes against so much that I couldn't even go to my knees and say that to God right now, because even God knows that's true.
My turn. So my argument in the first place was that it should not be a thing.
Yeah, racism should not be a thing. I can 100% agree with you that people should learn to trust and understand each other. But to ignore the fact that so much bloodshed has happened throughout centuries of time, trillions upon trillions experiencing death, just one misnomer of a word could be devastating.
But what I'm saying is that, so, we're the race, right? The human race.
Correct.
And racism is that word is basically based off your race. It says it in the name. The description is race.
Yes, and it's based off distinctions.
It's shaming someone off of their race.
Yes, basically, off their distinctions.
And if there's one race, how are we gonna do it? How are we gonna shame someone after their own race? Wouldn't we be shaming our own selves because we're that race also?
To be honest, you could ask that question to God, and God could give you an answer of how sin evolves people and creates so many different problems. But as time has progressed and how biblically it has worked, race is every individual distinction.
Race is used to identify what another human being is. It's not to identify your race. It's to identify what it's to identify. That's not your race, though.
It's basically an indicator, an indicator of what you identify as I listed before. Black people have black hair. What? Can you repeat that? It would be a race because that's how culturally and over time and even through biblically how it's advanced. You might not view it that way, but it's ended up being that way. It's not a matter of really what you believe in this case. I'm not trying to like bash your opinion into the ground as much as it sounds like I am, but I'm only wanting to present facts here. I'm not even presenting my own personal experiences into this. Like race is RACES. Different skin colors, different distinctions in human beings. Those are races. There's one human race. And in that human race comes multiple different distinctions.
But that's not.
And those distinctions are classified as race. This isn't my doing. This isn't one specific person's doing. It's culturally how it's moved over time for centuries upon centuries. And to be honest, practically when the world was created. And if it wasn't so, it was how God intended it, at least, for every individual person to be different in some ways, so we wouldn't all have to be the same in every single aspect.
I'm pretty sure what really happened was...
God, no, we can't say that for sure. I can't even say that for sure. What we do know is what we have in Genesis and the rest of the Bible. There isn't no what I think happened. There is just what did happen. We're not really in the place to...
I should have said this is what happened.
You have to... If you're saying this is what happened, I'm hoping you have a Bible on hand and you're reading a direct reference from it, because...
It's just a story that's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I don't have a Bible very close to me. It's in the living room. I don't feel like going to the living room. You ever heard of the story they tried to build the tower to heaven? Obviously it did not work. And since that, God punished them by making them speak in different languages. Couldn't communicate. You know about that story?
I can't hear you very clearly.
Hold up. Is this good?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Alright, so... You know about the story about the way back then they tried to build a tower to heaven, did not work, and God punished them by making them speak in different languages, right?
The Tower of Babel, you mean?
Yeah, I don't really know the name of that story, but yeah. And they punished them by making them speak in different languages.
Go on.
So. And what I'm saying was like, so I'm saying like, you know what happened, kind of.
Right, and despite
what happened.
I understand how that story could confuse your view. Now, because there's different languages, languages weren't classified as a race back then, and why? This was simply just how God intended it. There's no like other reason for that. It's literally just how God intended it.
That was a punishment.
It was a punishment. Don't get me wrong. I'm even reading it on Bible Gateway. I'm just saying that that's how it was intended.
What Bible?
Bible Gateway is a literal online Bible for every new international version.
Bible?
New international version.
Oh, that's not the right one, bro.
The new international version.
You gotta read off the KJV.
The KJV is more of an older translation. It can provide something accurate, but I mean, if you really want something that would be easier for you to read, interpret, and understand, I would either say the New International Version, or I would say the English Standard Version, angelicized.
But they do leave out pivotal words.
Which is why you can go back to the older versions, but the interpretations of them are still in my personal opinion, I'd say they're 95% accurate, maybe 90 if you want to really push the faith of the people that are writing this. But even in such cases, you have to look back and you still have to look at the interpretation and the further context.
Look at the most famous verse in the whole Bible, John 3:16, right?
To be honest, I think to me the most
NIV. You're talking about the NIV.
Yeah, NIV. That's my.
So the NIV. Do you know John 3:16 for them is for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whosoever should believe in Him should not perish but have eternal life.
Okay.
And KJV is for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten. That's important. He gave His only begotten Son, not His only Son, His begotten Son. He gave His only begotten Son. They leave out pivotal words. You know
the word begotten means past participle of beget, and beget typically a man or woman in. I'm trying to read the definition from Google. A man and a woman bring a child into existence by the process of reproduction, or to give rise or to bring about.
So you need that.
I mean, in grand context, when you look at those differences, the word begotten would, if you really want to be dead specific, you would substitute the word risen into it. But it still doesn't change the context to the whole verse itself, because we all know throughout the Bible, and which NIV kind of hints at this along with other versions printed, that Jesus was the risen Son, and if anything, Revelation is just exemplification of that.
Oh, well, hold on. I'm on the browser on the PS4 because I don't want to get the phone.
I have to actually get off because my brother apparently has to use his mic, but please keep in mind as you're going to bed tonight, or if you open the chance to read your Bible, that yeah, we're one human race, but we come in very different sizes and packages and come in different races. Racism is a thing. It's a tragic thing. God's gonna have it on the final days of the earth as something as a sinful act.
The KJV, it says,
you'll have to tell me about it tomorrow. I'll catch up with you later.
Something along the lines like they pervert the gospel of Christ.
That was absurd.
Oh my god. That was not clamps. Come on, you gotta guard.
Oh my god.
Bruh. Excuse me. Bruh, stop pressing square. I don't remember asking. Bruh, the man's on crack. The man said, I play Pokemon Go.
I had this. I guess he's still on the thing.
I'm on game chat.
So you can't hear him?
No.
I had.
Ah. Yes, sir. I greened those. That was an easy green right there, bruh.
I swear to God, these are the type of people that freaking. I'm only trying to help him, but like, oh my lord, like, Christ, I will never.
I don't even have clamps and I clamped him. Alright, bad. Pass me the ball, Red. I'm telling you. Alright, bad. I bet. What?
Oh my God, he mentally almost drove me nuts.
That was wide open. You ain't doing anything but passing the ball. I cannot lie. Yeah, they don't want to hit you because you suck. Yeah, because you getting carried. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Like, freaking ridiculous.
Shut up, you should have 1 for 4.
So ridiculous.
Look at that. What can you do? Stop talking, bum. Screaming at his parents.
Someone screaming at their parents? Jesus. I freaking roasted the crap out of this dude. Anything.
What the? Down court. Bruh. Shut up, bum. Yeah. Your parents are telling you it's your bedtime. Get off the game. Yeah, but if I send you a screenshot of me, you're gonna be like, oh shit, this man ain't white. Yeah, stop talking, bum.
The nonsense that I hear every day.
How about you do that? You're the one who was trash talking off the start, so stop talking. Oh, wow. My man has 3 points.
Low-key people just... Ooh, I'm heated.
Down court. Oh my god. Well, duh. Sherlock. I want to see you talk to me like that in real life. Shut up. I bet you're like 5 feet tall. Stop talking, midget boy. On you, you clamps. Oh, that clamps, clamps, clamps. Great up. Dumb bum. Alright, I watched too many Pretty Boy Fredo. Dang, what a good roast. Stop talking, bum. Bro, I watch a YouTuber? That's crazy. Down court. Yeah, get dunked on, bum. Yeah, he has to pass. He has, you know, have you noticed that? Get on your man. Corner, corner. Green up in your mouth. Shut up. Consumer, stop trying to act like you're good. You're shooting 2 for 9, trying to trash talk. Yeah, you still got the points, but who's gonna lose? You. Yes, sir. I greened those. Easy. Exactly, and I greened all of them. I saw it happen. I saw green pop up on my screen. Shut up, you're trash too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trash, but you're trash too. You're shooting 2 for 9. And you have a sharpshooter with no badges guarding you. I'll part my plan. Yo,
Bro.
I just played my worst game I've ever played in 2K history. My hands
Me
are
and your
sweating.
brother, we're talking about the Bible, bro. We're one do you think's right?
My brother.
NIV over KJV.
Huh?
NIV over KJV?
Like, I'm literally... I don't even know what you just said. Like, ooh. I had one of my worst games in 2K history. That is one of my worst games. I'm turning on... Not even boost can save me. I'm turning on flexible.
Oh, fam. Flexible.
Yeah, that's how badly I shot. Then I'm turning on flexible. And I felt delayed. Whenever a flame's missing, I'm delayed. I don't need corner. Corner specialist is useless. Alright, let's see how hot I am with flexible. I'm changing my clothes. Ooh, I look like a sweat.
Why'd you kick your brother off the mic? Flame. Why'd you kick your brother off the mic?
Don't worry about it.
I was just about to get into something with him. Dang.
These guys didn't hop off the spot. Oh my god. They actually fell for it just because I put on different clothes. Stupids. Yo, they're so dumb. I just put on different clothes. I wanted to bless you with the fried chicken. No, my points per game dropped to 4.8. Me caring about my points per game? Now that's crazy.
Say what?
Imagine caring about your points per game like me.
On my career?
No.
I'm not even gonna cap. I care about that crap, bro. I don't want that crap slipping.
I don't even care. Who cares about my career?
I better be the leaguer.
You're like, this is the only thing I can score 20 points on. You know, if you use the range jump shot, you get less of a contest when you shoot.
Once you use Rancher's jump shot, you know what happens?
I smack you.
Bring in.
The range jump shot, because you jump really high, and if someone has their hand up not jumping though, it gives them less of a contest. It's been proven in the 2K labs. Bro, my teammates aren't even helping me on the screens. They're not even passing me the ball. If you're not going to help me on the screens or pass me the ball, I'm just sit in the corner and do nothing. Look at this kids. At one point there's going to be an AI player or something, I hope. Yo, they really refuse to pass it to me that much? You shouldn't have hopped on the spot with me if you don't want to pass it. They'd rather take an 100% smother than have me shoot just because I shot 1 for 7 in one game. We're gonna lose because of these guys. They don't know what badge I just turned on. They don't even understand. Yo, even I can finish off an open layup. Pass me the ball. I'm just gonna keep giving them offensive 3-second violations then. Yeah, I sound like a douche, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Cause they're being bigger douches. Pass me the ball. Bruh. I'm literally gonna give you 3-second violations, bums. Alright, 2 more plays and I'm doing 3-second violations. Cause I still wanna give these bums a chance. Switch! Does he not know how to play the switching game? Yeah, no wonder why his grade dropped. Let's go. So happy his grade dropped. But I'm wide open. Oh yeah, I'm giving them 3-second buys. Yeah, what? Finally, he passed me the ball. Once I said that too.
I gotta go, but actually I'm gonna stay on the mic cause it's fake, so yeah.
No, this game's trash. Am I using Hall of Fame quick draw or is this gold, bro? This court's delayed too. I can feel it. I knew it was delayed. Court doo-doo trash. Yes, he missed. That's a brick. That's a brick. Let's go. Come on. No, he got the board. Oh, he wants to get steals when he's not on my team. What? He just acted like I wasn't there. When shooting in 2K is inconsistent, you be like, nah. Imagine having a lockdown takeover and can't even guard. Oh my gosh, my player wants to green when we're losing by 9. Okay. Is this man a rebounding wing? How's he a sharpshooter with a lockdown takeover? Oh, now they want to pass it to me after I green. Come on, you should have shot that. Sir, I need my energy back. I appreciate him reaching.
Yo. Flame.
What, son?
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, alright?
Okay, son. I'm probably not even gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna be on in 5 minutes. Okay, GG's. Rip in the chat, Chico. Alright, I'm getting off. See ya.